All right, let's talk about building a business on Amazon. We're going to break down the single most important decision you'll ever make, and that's finding a product that actually makes you money. Seriously, if you get this one part right, everything else just clicks into place. You've probably dreamed of it, right? Creating your own brand, calling the shots, and, hearing that cha-ching sound on your phone from a new sale. It's an awesome goal. And look, Amazon has made it happen for so many people. But, and this is a big but, there's this one little catch that just trips up almost every single beginner. Now, it's easy to think that if you fail, it's gotta be because of bad ads or maybe your logo wasn't cool enough. And yeah, sure, that stuff matters, but that's not the real killer. Nope, the mistake that sinks most new sellers, it happens way before you even think about marketing. It's all about the product you choose. That's it. Your success or failure is pretty much locked in before you even create your first listing. I mean, think about it. Picking the wrong product, it's like trying to patch up a sinking ship. You can have the best marketing in the world, but you're still going down. But if you choose the right product, well, that's like setting sail with a tailwind from day one. Okay, so let's think of this whole thing like a puzzle. The goal isn't just to find a product, right? We need to find the right product, one that ticks all the boxes for profit and what people actually want to buy. And the best part? This isn't some unsolvable mystery. There's a clear solution.
And that solution is a really simple checklist. We're calling it the Golden Product Rules. If you follow these, you're going to sidestep all the common mistakes that trip people up. It helps you zero in on only the products that have a real shot at being a big win.
First up, let's talk about the physical product itself. You want it to be small and lightweight, okay? Think under a kilogram. Why? Because this absolutely slashes your shipping and storage fees. Next, it needs to be tough, so no glass, no ceramics, nothing that's going to shatter in a warehouse. And this is a big one. Stay away from anything with batteries, plugs, or medical claims. You just don't want the headache of safety regulations and high return rates. Trust me, simple is your new best friend. All right, what about price? This is key. The sweet spot, especially for a market like Amazon Australia, is somewhere between $25 and $100. If you go any cheaper, Amazon's fees and ad costs will just eat up all your profit. Seriously, you'll be left with nothing. But if you go too expensive, you have to buy a ton of inventory up front, which is a huge risk when you're just starting. So that $25 to $100 range, that's the magic zone where you have a healthy profit margin without betting the farm. And hey, here's a great little rule of thumb for size. Just ask yourself, does it fit in a shoebox? If the answer is yes, you're golden. It's such a simple test, but it guarantees your product is going to be easy to handle, cheap to store, and cheap to ship. That's exactly what you need in the beginning. So you can really see the trade-off here, right? On one hand, you've got the small, simple product. That means cheap shipping, it's easy to pack, and way fewer people send it back. You can test ideas fast. On the other hand, you've got the big, flashy, complicated product. And that means sky-high shipping costs, a huge risk of it getting damaged, and really expensive returns. The lesson here is crystal clear. Start simple so you can grow without all the drama.
Okay, so now we know the rules for what makes a great product. But how do you actually do it? Let's walk through the process. It's a 4-step plan to take you from idea to launch.
Think of this as your roadmap to success. Step 1, you use data, not guesswork, to find product ideas in high-demand areas with low competition. Step 2, you find good, reliable suppliers to actually make your product. Step 3, you build out your brand with a killer Amazon listing and some smart ads to get the ball rolling. And then, Step 4, you scale up and grow. It's a system, not a lottery ticket.
So, you've got the rules, you've got the plan, but where in the world should you actually launch this thing? I mean, the US market is obviously huge, but man, is it crowded. The real opportunity, the place where new sellers can still make a huge splash, it's kind of an underdog market. I'm talking about Australia.
And look, the difference between the two is just night and day. The US market is totally saturated. It's a shark tank where it's super hard and expensive to get anyone to even see your product. But Amazon Australia? It's a whole different story. Way less competition, not as many sellers, and your ad dollars go so much farther. For a new brand, that means you can actually get seen and start making sales without breaking the bank. Oh, and it gets even better. Australia's got this booming base of prime customers who are ready to shop. They've got local Amazon warehouses so your delivery is fast. Plus, there's just less bureaucracy to deal with. This is a true ground floor opportunity, a chance to get in and build your brand before everyone else catches on. All right, so let's bring this all home. If you take one thing away from this, let it be this core idea. Success on Amazon isn't about chasing some flashy, trendy gadget. It's not about inventing something complicated. It's just about being simple and being smart.
And that's what we call strategic selling. It means you're taking luck completely out of the equation. You're intentionally picking simple, practical products that have great profit margins. And this is key, they solve a real, everyday problem. You're dodging complexity on purpose because you know that simplicity is what lets you be fast, agile, and most importantly, profitable.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Forget about trying to invent the next iPhone, okay? Just think about your own day. What's one little thing that annoys you? A small hassle that you wish was easier? Because odds are the answer to that question, that's probably your first winning product.